My name is Omar Hakim, and I'm here with my friends from American Musical Supply. I've been making records for so long, and I've been fortunate because I've played on quite a few really cool projects. I had a blast playing with Daft Punk. They were nominated for 5 Grammys, and they were invited to play on the show. And so I got the call, and I was absolutely thrilled to get that call, especially when I heard who was going to be in the band. Nile Rodgers, Paul Jackson Jr., Nathan East, Chris Caswell, as well as Stevie Wonder and Pharrell. That definitely qualifies as a high point in my memory. By the time I heard it on the radio, I sort of recognized it. But what was interesting about Get Lucky was they actually grabbed Nathan East from a different session and put him on top of the drums that I had done, and then added Nile and Pharrell to that. So these guys really constructed this record from parts that were created over 6 months to a year of recording, I imagine. And it's really the genius of Daft Punk, you know? When I started playing electronic drums regularly, and I want to say that happened with the introduction of the V-drums back in like 1998. It was at that point that I started the quest to find the perfect speaker. And drummers were kind of thrust into this mindset that's not much different from a guitarist or a bass player, in that you're looking for the right amplification. With the V-drums, you know, I would plug my headphones into the headphone output, and it always sounds great. Or if I'm in the studio and I'm plugging it into my rig here and I'm hearing it come out of some studio monitors, always sounds great. But coming out of PA speakers was always the issue, you know? And I was like, how come it never sounds great? You know, it sounds amazing in the headphones, sounds great in my studio, but I can't find the right speakers. QSC delivers, man. The new Roland TD30 Brain with the QSC speakers, it's like the perfect combination of sonic accuracy and just a satisfying playing experience. These days, a lot of my work is done from my own studio. You know, a lot of people are working with very small budgets. You know, we don't have the budgets that we had from 20 years ago when, you know, they would fly guys in and, you know, rent a giant studio. And, you know, there's only a few people that can do that, but the majority of the artists there are working at home, you know, and because of the technology, you know, we can get some really amazing quality recordings at home now. So it's kind of created this new way of collaborating. I'm getting files from all over the world with the drums on, either V drums or acoustic drums, and I like it. I can work in my pajamas. It's been 8 years in the making. It's a fun project because it's like I got all my friends together who happen to be some amazing musicians, and we had a great time in the studio making this record, man. It features Jerry Brooks on bass, Chieli Minucci on guitar. We've got Bobby Franceschini on saxophones and flutes. We've got Gregoire Marais on harmonica. And one of my main collaborators on the project is a guy, Scott Tibbs, who plays keyboards, and he's also my co-writer and arranger on most of the music. And there's some other guests, Rachel Z on keyboards, and Jimmy Tunnell also made an appearance on the record on guitar, as well as Abdul Zuri on guitar. So these are guys that I've known for many, many years. We've been in different bands together, worked on different projects, different tours, different things. And, you know, a couple of the guys like Bobby Franceschini and Jerry Brooks, I've been knowing these guys since we were teenagers. Wow. So it really is a gathering of friends that know each other and speak the same musical language, so to speak. You know, we got together and had a blast, man. It is available on the usual places, iTunes, cdbaby.com, also Amazon. And it's also being distributed to certain bookstores and record shops around America, so you can check there. So the plan is to take the show on the road and go out and meet our fans and, you know, just kind of develop the music live and see where that takes us. Also, I'm going to start production on a new album for my jazz trio project, which is called The Trio of Oz, with my wife Rachel Z on piano and Solomon Dorsey on bass. The idea will be to release that some point next year. I'm always happy to be busy and making music, and you know, if you see us in your town, and I'm talking about the We Are One, the Omar Hakim Experience Band, come hang out with us. Check it out. You know, when you're purchasing a rig for your professional use, particularly something like the system that I've been using, the V-drums, the QSC speaker line, it's important to work with a retailer that understands the profession. You want to work with somebody that you trust. You want to work with somebody that you know has your back in terms of service, and you know, just a responsive organization. And I would say American Musical Supply is definitely delivering on that. It's a great one-stop source for electronic drummers to purchase their V-drums and QSC rig. And I highly recommend AMS as a place to go for the support and the service. I think they're fantastic.